Welcome to Meet Utah Artists. We're excited to have you here. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Miller. So have you guys ever made like really awesome structure with some magnets or Legos or Play-Doh and you thought, wouldn't this be cool if someone made this into a real castle? Especially if it had a water slide, right? So today we're going to learn about architecture, people that design buildings. And Jeremy Morgan is our local artist, and he's going to tell us about what he does. And then afterwards, I'll give you some art assignments that you can choose from. So stick around, and thank you for being here.
My name is Jeremy Morgan. I'm an architect, and I live in South Jordan. I started out as an artist in elementary school, I guess. I always loved to draw and do art projects. One of the things I would do is find junk and paint it and make sculptures and collages out of found objects. And then I continued that through high school, and I did sculpture in college as an undergraduate degree.
Where did you go to school at?
I was at the University of Utah,
Okay.
So it was local. I grew up here in Salt Lake. And then when I finished my degree in school, I went to graduate school in architecture. They design buildings, design structures, design houses. And usually I start by sketching things by hand. I'll sketch out things. Sometimes I'll build little physical models out of wood or plastic or foam. Now most things are done in the computer, so I'll do drawings in the computer in different programs and 3D modeling programs. Kind of the process on a project is just working with a client, whoever wants the building built. They work with us to tell us what they want, and we kind of design what they need. I just talked to a client the other day. It was a husband and wife. We were looking at doing a house, and the husband explained to me how he wanted the house to function. Different sizes of rooms and types of rooms and spaces. And the wife explained how she wanted it to feel. This is one of my favorite projects that I've done. It's a project in Mammoth Lakes, California. It's basically a cabin, but it's a pretty large house actually. So there's these windows on this house. There's 50 different windows. They're all kind of long, skinny windows that go all 3 floors of the house.
Do architects always work independently, or do you sometimes work on teams?
So I work in a firm, a large firm, and the projects that I work on there are all on teams.
Okay.
Some smaller projects I work more alone, but on larger projects, you definitely have to work on a team. Like right now I'm working on an elementary school in Ogden, which was the original school was built in 1925, and we're doing an addition and renovating the old building. So it's a modern building connected to an old kind of 100-year-old building, which is a tricky project, but that's definitely a big team that is working on that project. Working on this, we designed everything, railings.
Interesting.
We built mock-ups because of my background in sculpture. I worked in the shop a lot, and we weld different things. We'd make different sections of the house to see if it worked, and then we'd have the contractor build it based on what we figured out.
Do you design all the colors too, or does
Yeah.
the interior designer do that?
Yeah, some projects there's an architect and interior designer. I do a lot of interior design myself, so
Got it.
I did all the interiors on this. JeremyMorganStudio.com.
JeremyMorganStudio.com.
Here's a house that I've been working on. This was the first version, and then some things had to be changed, and this is the new version, and this one's the actual model of it, a 3D model that you can go inside. So this is an interior of a building. This is a kind of restaurant area of a building that has pizza oven off to the side, and I add people in just for scale. It helps the client see
sure how big the space
how
is.
big the space is sometimes. I think the advice I would give a young artist is just try all kinds of different things, like not just drawing, not just painting, but try building stuff, try collage, try clay, just try all different things and see what you like. And sometimes working in a different medium helps you get better at another medium that you didn't realize. Because sometimes if you work with a 3D form, then you can draw that form better.
Wasn't that cool to learn all about what Jeremy does? So your assignments today that you get to choose from, there's 3. So you just pick one. So the first one is to do a trash sculpture, like Jeremy talked about that he would do as a kid. Get all your old Amazon boxes or whatever trash that your parents say you can use, and tape, glue, paint, see if you can make a cool structure. So trash sculpture is item number 1, get parents' permission. Number 2 is just get some paper and pencil and crayons and create your dream house. I think it should have a water slide. Step 3 is step-by-step drawing. And so you can follow the instructions with me and we'll draw a house. So do a trash sculpture, your dream house, or step by drawing with me. Okay, we are going to be drawing a house. So let's get started. We're gonna do lots of straight lines. If you like your lines to be super straight, you're welcome to use a ruler. So we're gonna start on our house. You wanna kind of keep in mind how big your house is gonna be, okay? So if you want that you want to have space to have like your garage is over here, and then we're gonna have like a bunch of windows and a door, and then the side, and then we'll have bushes and things. So kind of try to picture it. So we're gonna start with the tops of a bunch of triangles. So we'll have the top of a roof here. So just kind of do a line up and down, and that's the top of your garage. If you want to make it thicker, you can. You don't have to. Then we're gonna go good. Then we're gonna extend this garage out to the side, kind of like a parallelogram where you have like angles that are the same. Very good. Now we're gonna do some lines going straight down. So from all the different corners. So 3 straight lines going straight down. Very good. And then 2 in front of this one. And these 2 are gonna be slightly longer than this one, because this one is kind of a little bit behind it. So you can do a line across, and then if these 2 lines.
I'm still catching up.
Oh, you're doing great. There you go. And then one more line right there. Perfect. Now we'll do a rectangle for our garages. Okay. And if you want to add like little details like garage lights, you can make them decorative, or you can do all those kind of details at the end too to make it decorative, add brick and things. Okay, now we're gonna do another, let's see, we'll do a line straight up from the house right here, and then another rooftop, and then we'll kind of like skip a space and we'll do another rooftop. Good. And then we'll put a line going down, not quite as long as the garage. That's fine, it's just approximate. And then we'll do one more triangle to the side if you have space for it. If you don't, no big deal. Okay, so you can make those roofs a little thicker if you want, so it has So awesome. And we're gonna do one right over the doorway. And they'll put some lines going down about the same length as the garage or a little less. And this doesn't have to be perfect. You can make your house with as many windows and spaces as you want. Okay, and then we'll connect the roof between these two. And from this one right here, this top part of a triangle, top roof, we're gonna go up a little bit and add an extender. It kind of goes over here. And just kind of overlap the garage a little. Perfect. And then another line going down to connect it to the house. Awesome. And from this second triangle over here, we're going to do kind of like how this one goes sideways and over. We're going to go sideways and over. Awesome. Okay, and in the front, I'm just going to add like little bushes. You can do like small trees if you want. You can do flowers. You can pretend like there's a little path connecting the front door to the garage. But maybe we'll come back and do more of that. Yeah, you're right. Let's finish that. Okay, so first we'll do a few steps right here, going up to the house. And then here's a door. You can add windows by the door if you want. You can have this be like an archway. You can add like a brick detail. These are optional. And then I'm gonna add some more bushes on this side. And so this side roof, this side roof right here, did you add that? Do a line going down and a line going across to connect it to the house. And then I'm gonna, oh yeah, and then it has a little bit of a roof too. So kind of like this top one, goes sideways and then across. Great. And I'm gonna add some windows. Usually you have, if you have a house this tall, usually you have like a bottom story window, top story window. I'm doing mine arched, just something different. And the bottom ones. And you know what I'm gonna add to my house just to make it extra cool? A water slide.
No.
So I'm gonna pretend like there's a room up here where you can go climb up a bunch of stairs, and then there's a water slide that comes out and it kind of loops around. Maybe like a couple times. So you go around and around, and then there'll be a giant pool in the backyard. But again, that's just optional for fun if you want. Yeah, so now it's just about, you have got your house, now it's just about kind of decorating it with flowers, trees. You can do paths, you can do decorative windows or decorations. Ooh, I'm gonna do a giant tree with like a tire swing. My tire over here. Maybe I'll have like two giant trees, and this one can have a tree house in it and a zip line that goes to the other tree. Wouldn't that be fun?
Mhm.
Some plants. And then when we're all done adding whatever details and decorations we want, we could add like little balconies to the front windows. Then you can color it. Use colored pencil or crayons or markers.
I drew a tramp.
Love it. Tramps are so fun. So here's my giant tree back here. I'll put steps on it. Going up to the tree house. bunch of giant branches that could also be a great climbing tree. Love a good climbing tree. And then add a bunch of leaves. Okay, and thanks for drawing with me.